Greetings, Eric Bakker, naturopath, coming back to you again. We're talking about kidneys today. So we just did a little bit of a video previous on calcium oxalate, what that is, and how calcium oxalate often is found implicated when it comes to kidney stones. In fact, the majority of kidney stones are calcium oxalate or calcium phosphate. They could also have a cysteine component, which is a bit more rare. Some stones are what we call staghorn. They're really weird, crazy looking stones. These can form particularly in people who have a lot of urinary tract infections or blockages somewhere. They can get a lot of build-up of minerals like calcium in the kidney. So now we're going to talk a little bit about a 3-week kidney detox or a 3-week cleanse that you can do quite regularly, if you've got problems, at least once a year. I'm going to do another video a bit later on about a bit more of a thorough kidney flush, which you want to do annually. Now, nobody talks about kidney detoxification. Have you noticed? It's all about liver detoxification, bowel detoxification. But what about the poor kidneys? The poor kidneys are poor little people that live in the lower back. They never really get any attention at all, do they? Well, you wouldn't live long without them. So let's talk about how we can get them cleaned up a little bit. So you'll find this actually on ericbakker.com on my website if you look. So the 3-week kidney detox. But let's run you through this. Well, the first thing that you're going to do if you want to get your kidneys in good shape is you're going to drink a lot more water. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to work that one out. So Coca-Cola is not going to flush the kidney out too well, nor is coffee. Mountain Dew is not really good at cleaning the kidney, although it does look a little bit like radiator fluid when I look at that stuff in the shop. I was in the supermarket the other day holding up a bottle of Mountain Dew. I thought, what the hell? This looks like antifreeze, So how can people drink that kind of stuff? It's beyond me. So drink at least a litre, if not 2 litres of water per day over this 3-week period particularly. You want to drink a lot more water than you're drinking. Try and get a water filter. I really don't like bottled water. All this plastic crap that people have. You really want to invest in a good water purification system for your home. If you work out what it's costing you to buy drums of water and bottles of water from Costco or wherever you buy it, it's crazy how much plastic that we consume. So it's good not to use it. But you need good water. So let's just count on about 1.5 litres at a minimum per day that I want you to drink. Reduce coffee and tea consumption. Now remember, we spoke about this previous, that lots of coffee, lots of tea, lots of highly acidic foods can increase the leaching or the reduction of calcium in your bone tissue. So when the blood pH slightly changes, just fractionally changes, the body has to make that adjustment, and it can do so because bone's not a static tissue. Okay? You've got osteoblasts that will break the bone down and release calcium and other minerals into the blood to adjust the pH of the bloodstream. You've got osteoclasts or other cells in the bone that actually build the bone health back up again. So bone's not solid. It's always moving in the body, depending on the quality of the blood and the pH of the blood. So lots and lots of coffee and tea and soda drinks and acid foods are going to ensure that you're going to leach more calcium and push you potentially into a calcium problem with your kidney. So just be mindful of that. Vitamin C can actually prevent the formation of kidney stones, but there are some claims that vitamin C actually induces kidney stones. So I've written down here, human studies have shown that 10 grams per day of supplemental vitamin C for long periods never initiated or caused a problem. So I've looked up a few studies online. There are many studies that refute the ridiculous claim that ascorbic acid and vitamin C can induce a kidney stone problem. It doesn't happen, especially if you're well hydrated. Take care not to eat too much calcium in your diet because it can also be a stone former. So again, you don't want to drink a pint of milk a day if you've got a problem with kidneys. Just be careful of calcium. Calcium supplements are not the best unless you take CalMag. So a study came out, I think, quite a few years ago showing that by taking calcium unopposed with magnesium, it increased your risk of a heart attack, especially if you're a female. The consumption of refined sugar and carbs can cause kidney stones as well, because these initiate the release of insulin from the pancreas, and then that can cause a problem with calcium additionally, because too much insulin can also initiate the release of calcium through the urine. It can push calcium out the urine. And of course, if we're pushing calcium through the kidney again, too much, we can precipitate a calcium oxalate stone, so be careful. Avoid excessive salt intake. Your body's already trying hard to regulate, the potassium and sodium and calcium and magnesium all through, its electrolyte balance mechanism that it has. You don't want to be taking too much salt in your diet if you've got a kidney problem. Watch the uric acid containing foods. Men in particular are prone to gout, and gout comes from the buildup of uric acid crystals, often at the lowest part of the body, which generally will be, for a male, will be his big toe. And it will often be on the foot where he steps off with first, which is generally the right foot. So the right big toe if you're right-handed, or the left big toe if you're left-handed. Commonplace for gout. Gout pain is excruciatingly painful. It's like someone poking you with a little red hot needle in your foot. I don't know if you've ever had that before, but it's pretty painful. So uric acid containing foods are the rich foods, like gravies, like different parts of the animal. Let's have a look. What else are uric acid containing foods? We would have the shellfish, the seafoods, lobsters, caviar, foods like that, gravies, meats, especially beef, stocks, these sorts of things, puddings. These things are very rich. Peas also. So males need to watch out, especially for rich living, high living, brandy or fortified wines. Gout was always considered a disease of the aristocrats or the rich people, but a lot of people get gout, poor people and rich people. Eat plenty of cherries. Cherries are good as part of this 3-week cleanse. Cherries have a cleansing effect on the kidney and help to reduce the buildup. I think it works through an enzyme called xanthine oxidase. It initiates this pathway. All fruits and fruit juices are good for people with kidney stones, but cherries and berries are the best. Don't forget that. Strongly coloured berries. So, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, gooseberries, all those berries are good. But cherries, especially sour cherry juice. I think it's called Mont Mellow or Mormont Mellow or something. It's got some name like that, some crazy name. But there's a sour cherry that you can get, and that juice has been known to be especially good for gout, to stop gout attacks. Eat meat sparingly. In fact, for the 3-week kidney cleanse, you don't want to eat any meat at all, in my opinion. You just want to eat maybe a little bit of fish, but eat very lightly when it comes to that. Increase your vegetable intake, increase your berry and cherry intake, but cut your red meat consumption right down. Eggs, red meat, meats like that, pork, all kinds of fatty meats, bacon, processed meats, just push them all aside. You don't want those for 3 weeks. I've written here also, dietary assessment and modification can be effectively done by your naturopath, who should encourage you to make a lifelong commitment towards really healthy dietary practices. There are also particular herbal medicines you can take, especially liquid ones, liquid formulations that help to clean up stone deposition. It's very well worth taking. There are different kidney formulas. I used to make up a kidney formula myself for many years in the clinic, but now I'm sort of not really doing liquid kidney formulas anymore, but you can buy them. So for the 3 weeks, let's just recap. Increase your water intake. Cut out high calcium from your diet. Watch out for the oxalic acid containing vegetables we've spoken of. Watch out for the uric acid vegetables. You can take vitamin C powder. It's going to work well, especially if you take bioflavonoids with it. You could look at a kidney liquid herbal formula. There are some out on the market that are fantastic. Have a look on Amazon. You'll find some good ones there. The kidney cleanse will work particularly well if you cut your red meat consumption out, and your processed meats and your pizzas and your takeaway food and all that kind of junk. So a really good time to do this is springtime or the beginning of summer. If you do that every year, it has a profoundly excellent effect on your health. It's going to help you much more easily maintain your body weight, your blood pressure, and your overall health and well-being. If we keep the kidneys and liver in really good condition, we can extend our life by several years. I'm convinced of that. But as we get older and we don't think about quality of food, but we think more about quantity, because some people get older, they have more money to spend, they've got more time, they're bored. What do they eat? They eat crap. And then when they really want to enjoy life, they're sick and they can't enjoy it. So that's how it goes. But yeah, if you want to read more about the kidney stone, treatment, go to ericbakker.com. You can search for the article on there. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.